It's week 1 of the 2023 season, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
The Cowboys offense set to go here in the return to football game, the season opening Thursday night matchup. And the one to keep an eye on is this man, their 6-year running back. The reigning MVP of the NFL, he's back for more.
And what a season he had last year, and he does know he's now a marked man. Because when you have a year like that, everyone's coming after you, wanting to prove that they can be the guy instead of him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches down from the 29. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to work. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That one good for 33 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going up top for Miller. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. That's Gallup on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cowboy 1st down there. Prescott to Gallup.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find...
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. There's a nice move. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st down, Prescott. This is Miller, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hands it off out of the gun. He's into the secondary. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line. And they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far. And that's going to be how this 1st half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And as you can see, they've started the season with a focus on the running game, and it served them well in the openers so far. Meanwhile, for the Jets, there's a look at what they were...
All right, we will... The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 38-yard line. Man, 220 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has had a... They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he...
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 99 yards. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Cowboys tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys Offensive Player of the Year. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The Cowboys offense getting set to go fresh off a victory in Week 1. And the one to keep an eye on is this man, their 6-year running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again. That type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns, I think that's within reach.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Gun, he'll hand this off. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A first down throw for Prescott. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime here. A look around the... So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now in Arlington. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Able to slither by. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.